I just want to make a quick video today discussing New Year's resolutions. So there's a lot of people who come to the gym and especially right around the New Year time, they make this big commitment in their mind, or to them a big commitment, that they're going to come here day in and day out for the whole next year and finally reach that level of fitness, or just drop a couple pounds, maybe put on a couple pounds, depending on what their goals are. But a lot of people come to this conclusion and they all come to the gym, but hardly ever do you see people follow through with it. And I believe that it's for a couple of reasons. And I just want to kind of clear the air about these issues that a lot of newcomers to the gym feel. And they feel that it's hard for them to continue for a number of reasons. And I think the first biggest one is they feel intimidated to come to the gym. And a lot of that has to do with, it's just irrational. So when you come to the gym, there's going to be a lot of people at the gym who are really fit, but there's also going to be a lot of people who aren't really fit. And I think the key to really focus on is that everybody is at the gym pursuing their own goals. So whether it may look like somebody's judging you or giving you dirty looks, or a lot of these are probably manifestations of your own imagination. Someone may make eye contact with you, someone may look at you, but I highly doubt, and from my experience and from all the people that I know, whether that be beginner lifters, people who are really serious about lifting, people who've given me advice, people who look like, not to be stereotypical, but people would consider meatheads. Some of those people are actually the most friendly people that you will meet in the gym. And it's just that they look intimidating. And I guarantee you that they're not going to be judging you or trying to put you down while you're doing your lifts. So that's really kind of an irrational feeling. You should not feel that people are judging you. And especially if you just go in there, just focus on what you're doing, because everyone else is in there focusing on what they're doing. So just do what you need to do. Don't worry about other people. And because I guarantee you they're not really worried about you. So it's irrational to be afraid of it. And so don't get scared away from the gym. I see that too many times. I've met people who are scared to go to the gym. They feel intimidated. They just kind of want to stick to the areas they're comfortable with, maybe stick to the treadmills. Don't worry about that. If you want to go work on the weight equipment, then do it. You have every right to it as anyone else in the gym. So just, first of all, don't let anyone else stand in your way. And especially don't let yourself stand in your way. You already have enough obstacles in your life. Why would you want to put yourself in front of achieving your own goals? You have the most control over yourself. So, really block out all your fears. Be as strong as you can as an individual. And really go in there and just go in there with the mindset that you're in there for you and not for anybody else. And you don't care what anyone else thinks. And I think for me, that was the biggest thing. It didn't really matter. I don't care if anybody's looking at me, because I'm just doing my own thing. And I'm there for myself and not for anybody else. And that's probably one of the biggest things that's helped me. I think another great point to make is that, everybody started somewhere. Even the most fit people, or the most fit girl, or the biggest guy in the gym, they didn't start that way. So everybody had to face these fears eventually. And everyone started small. And also in that same respect, if we've all been there, if they've all been there, then it's hard to judge and look at somebody who's just starting and say, wow, what a loser, or wow, that person's out of shape, man, they suck. But no, nobody thinks that way, because we all started somewhere. Maybe the biggest guy in the gym started out as a really skinny guy. So he's not judging the really skinny guy. In fact, he kind of admires, in there's a bit of respect, hey, I was there at one time, if he's willing to put in the work, he could be anywhere that he wants to be, as long as he's willing to be dedicated. And I think that so many times people forget this. They forget that everybody started somewhere. Everyone has to start somewhere. So don't be intimidated to start. In fact, you should be excited to start. And some of these really fit people are actually the people who would love to give you advice. I guarantee you they would love it. These people, they're so fit because fitness is a big part of their life and they're passionate about it. So if you go in there, I guarantee you that they're not going to approach you because, first of all, they don't want to intimidate you. But any of these people are actually amazing resources and would be absolutely, I'm almost willing to bet most of them will be willing to help you and actually will have great advice. Of course, you're going to run into the type of people who are just jackasses. I mean, no matter where you go, out of the gym, in the workplace, doesn't matter. You're going to run into people that just aren't nice, but those people come far and few between, so I really wouldn't be too worried about it. And the second thing I want to discuss is, aside from being intimidated, not enough people give lifting, working out, exercising, running, fitness enough of a chance. So they go 2 to 3 times, maybe they go for a whole week, maybe they go for a whole 2 weeks, and they can really only think about, wow, this is so hard, this is tough, I can't really seem to find the benefit of this, or is this really worth it? It seems easier to not do it. But I promise you that there's something strangely addicting to working out and the lifestyle. But it doesn't come right away. It's kind of like that. It starts to settle in after a month. After it becomes something that you invest a lot of time into, it becomes more meaningful to you. And it also becomes something that you learn to enjoy. It becomes part of your routine. If you go every day, you're looking forward to going to the gym because, one, like, mentally you feel good about yourself. Physically you feel good about yourself. It's part of a routine. And I think, like, there's just a lot to be said about the fact that all of us, we're not crazy. Like, all the people who really get into lifting, like, we're not just like, oh man, like, those people are like gluttons for pain. Like, they love to go in there and just bust their asses every day and feel horrible. No, it's, you almost kind of learn to like the pain and the working hard and the sacrifice and the, keeping yourself accountable. There's a certain, all that doesn't matter because of all the benefits that we take away from it. Just like, it's really hard to describe, but I promise you, give it a chance, like, stay with it long enough and you'll start to notice these things. It's really, in my mind, one of the greatest things. So, hey, see you next time. This is just on New Year's resolutions. I'd like to see more people stick with it, so that's just a little bit of my advice.